Me? Miss? Not by a long shot.
Hello there, handsome devils! Now, well, I guess you will ask yourself what I'm wearing on my head. And it's a hat. Right now I call it the hobo crown, but it's supposed to become Caitlin's hat. And I'm not sure how this will turn out, but this is try one, and I hope it sticks to one. And now it's still a hobo crown, but I'm going to try and make it Caitlin's hat. I hope this will work. I will post a tutorial right here, like a link, from which tutorial I used to try to make this. So I'm going to try this. Toodles. Hello, you handsome devils. Today I really should stop with starting my vlogs or whatever with today we are going, or today I'm going to tell. But I am showing you what my Caitlin cosplay is so far. And you see, I already have the collar. I have the top part of the dress done and the mid part. And that's like all for the dress. I need to add the skirt and make an underskirt. And well, that's it for the dress. Then I still have to make all the leather straps and the boots. But what I did today mostly is my head. I did my head. Boop boo. And it's so big that I can't actually fit it in any way in the screen. Maybe I can try it like this again. There we go. Alright, so I still didn't do this part. That's because this thing is so tight on my head that my brains won't get any air. Or how you ever want to call it, oxygen. It won't get any oxygen. When it's too long on my head. So I still have to make something in there, like sand it off or anything. I'm going to try anything. Last time I took a large, how's it called? It's kind of a grater. It was kind of grater for wood. Yeah, I'm calling it a grater for wood because I don't know how to call it else. Son. Anyhow, I already got my Caitlin wig, which was also the same wig as my Tsubaki wig. But at JCon, it really went tangling, so I still have to untangle that one. But I ordered a wig stand, so I can finally do it without every time I'm trying to detangle it. It won't fall off my desk, I hope. Even though I need to make a hole in my wig head because it doesn't have one. But so trial and errors on the hats. First trial and error, I actually had a huge, but then I mean a huge blister. You can't see it anymore finally. But like a month ago, I think it's almost a month, almost 4 weeks ago, I started on this part of the hats and this part. That's what I did first. First this part and the top of this. So that's like that. And I did this part, it went well, and then I started with this part and I actually grabbed in a thing of hot glue and then I had a blister so I couldn't continue. But well, then I continued with this and put that on first. I don't know why I decided to do that. Maybe I think I did it because then I wouldn't have to could way easily measure this. But what I did then, I failed. I thought like I can take a big piece of fabric and start gluing that on, but that didn't work. What I did is, you see the yellow bars, and in between there are little pieces of fabric which end in the middle of each bar. So when you would glue it down, the purple part, it would give like a kind of 3D in your fabric, and the yellow stripes cover it. So that's what I did, and the sides went really bad. Look, there are like wrinkles in there. On the other side, it looks realistic when there are a little bit of wrinkles in there, but some are just too ugly. But I can't do anything about it because it's already on there. And I had no idea how else to do it. So, yeah. Other thing, I actually had to put on my hat first and mark the center of it, because I will look straight into the camera right now, and then you can see that the middle stripe, which is this one, isn't in the front of my face. So I really hate it, but I can't do anything about it anymore. So most of the time I will be on pictures like this or like this, so you won't see that it isn't in the middle of my face. I'm not going to make pictures like this because, yeah, I can turn it, but then my back of my head hurts, and yeah, and then this is like really weird. So which way I turn it again? I don't know anymore. It's just like this. So it had to be like this, I think. Yeah, I took the middle of this, but yeah, it's kind of is the middle of that, but I can't help it anymore, and it's bad. So onto the color, which I finished a while back. What I did is I took a strip of fabric, which is this one, and I've folded 4 times, no 3 times, I have to say, right? You first fold it, you have like this, the strip, and then you fold both sides to the center, and then you fold the center, which gives you a kind of bias tape. And this is the kind of the same as bias tape, but then homemade. I can do it like this, and I have a fancy beard. Well, so here's the fold, and then here's the opening, like this part. And then I made some ruffles, like pleated fabric. I pleated it one way, like you can see. And what I did then, I actually first sewed this. I tried to make the seam as even as I could. And then this part is, I've had this lace. It's stretchy, and it actually helps getting this pleated stuff look good. So that was like, yeah. Alright, then I made a seam with some pins and sewed the lace on at the same time when I made the seam. So that's what I did. And then there is a, I don't know how it's called, button in the back. Like this is, oh, now I look naked like this. I'm not naked, guys, I'm wearing this. I'm wearing my CaitLog dress. So I got this little closures, and I just measured them so it would fit right. So that's why they're not really centered or anything. They're in the center of the bias tape, but that's all. It really is nice and warm, this thing. You wouldn't guess that it would be, but it is. So that's my CaitLog cosplay for so far. What I have to do on the hat is I have to make the little cog, is it called? Cog? I guess so. So I have to make that on the top. I have to cover this with fabric, and then I have to make the goggles coming from the head like that. So that's for the hats. And now I have to send it inside because my brain is getting crushed and stuff. Alright, wow, now it's really cold on my head. Alright, so that was about it for my CaitLog cosplay. This thing is so big, really. So, oh yeah, and I already made space for it on my closet right there. first I was like, oh yeah, I'm making a lot of things with paper mache, but I can't leave it anywhere. But now I can. Yes. So that's about it for my Caitlin vlog for today. And I'm going to work on it these days because it has to be done for June. So now I can say is doodles.